Alright, we're back with the swap. Update on it. Got my airbox back in. Evaporators in. My fancy glove cap and a cap just to keep it sealed up for a little bit. This will be an engine ground. Got a couple engine grounds I got to hook up back here on a bolt on the block. Not that hard to get to, really. I ran my injector harnesses inside of the rails instead of outside the rails. They look better that way. I'm still gonna rework. I'm gonna rework my coil harness because they're individually deals. They're right here. Just normal truck coil harnesses. Had my fender off today and I got a little bit of the dent out. Good enough anyway. Piddling. I've got the LS harness on it. Everything's plugged up except for the trans, the neutral safety switch, everything down below. I got the speed sensor hooked up down there. And it all ends here. All this I got to tie into the fuse block. Gonna be a 411 computer there. That's where I'm at right there. Steering shaft's in. Put it back in. It's done drying. I rigged up some temporary fuel. This is my supply line from the 2.2 fuel pump. I snaked it around just so that it wouldn't get kinked right here. It started to get weak right here because it was kinked so many times right there. This is the return, stock return. I got it double. I got it over the lip and doubled up on my clamps. It's just return, so that stock truck regulator is going to be just fine. I'm going to do away with the Corvette regulator unless I feel like I need it down the road. Got the stock truck throttle body in there. I need to plug it up real quick. We got this guy. You know, that guy goes all the way over there. Alright, where are you at? This goes here. Plug her up. I'll redo that coil harness as well. Got everything hooked up back there. NOx sensor hooked up. Oil pressure sensor hooked up. Cam sensor hooked up. Map hooked up. Everything's hooked up. LS wise. I'm gonna go through this harness over here. This blower motor, wiper motor / resistor, and the just everything that goes over there. This is supposed to go to the VCM, vehicle control module. Now on the 2.2 they don't have one, I guess. This was for 4.3s, 4.3 V6s, and I did some research and this just hangs out. It doesn't do nothing, I guess. Because I didn't have a VCM over here. But on the 4.3s, they put one over here. So I guess it was just put there for 4.3. I guess all the harnesses were made the same from the factory. I'm gonna slim that down a little bit. Slim that whole thing down. Just get it a little thinner, because it's just way too much loom on that little bitty wire. I can make it look cleaner and run it along the firewall and make it look a little cleaner. This big trunk right here, that's the main trunk. I'd love to make it look cleaner, but I'm not going to be able to. It's just going to be there. Because I wanted to put the computer over here on the damn, mounted on the damn coolant reservoir, because it's made for it and it looks good like that. I may still do it. It just take more time piddling. One thing I'm going to run into is I may have to loosen the intake to get a heater hose on that bad boy, or shift the motor forward like, I don't know, ½ inch. I got this down here right. It's gonna be tight. Everything's tight. Tighter than German, you know what. But I'll be able to pipe that out. It'll clear now. That's where I'm supposed to put an O2 sensor. I hope that I have enough, enough clearance there to get one in there. If I can't get one in there, I'll just put it back here somewhere in the pipe. Oh, like I said, I got the vehicle speed sensor hooked up. Trans connector's not hooked up yet. I got this existing plug right here that I don't know where it needs to go. It's from the 2.2, and this will go to the neutral safety switch here. These two. I got an O2 right here for bank 1, and then I'll be able to pipe her out pretty clean. She doesn't hit anything really. Worried about that brake line right there just getting hot, but yeah, it'd be all right. It may not get hot. I'll shield it or something. It's a ground strap. I gotta just put the frame. It's from the block, and I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. Get my ass up. Yeah, I got a couple of hoses to play with and modify to get the radiator hoses right, so I may not have to buy any hoses. Yes, sir. I'm gonna buy a belt, and these fuel lines are temporary until I can afford some nice looking lines. I'll reroute it over. I'll route it down the frame and up and over the brake booster, and then in to keep it away from the exhaust. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. She's looking good. She's looking good. She looks like a mess, but she's my mess. Till next time, we'll see you.